What do you do if you're struggling with painful, unwanted, intrusive thoughts about your partner's past because you feel like your partner has experienced all kinds of things in their dating life, in their sexual life, in their relationship life that maybe you haven't? What do you do if there's somewhat of an imbalance in experience between you and your partner? In today's video, I'm responding to a viewer on this channel who is wondering exactly that. My name is Zachary Stockill from retroactivejealousy.com. And since 2013, I've been helping men and women from all over the world overcome retroactive jealousy and save their relationships. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one or you'd like more information about my work, please visit the link in the description or visit retroactivejealousy.com. I received an interesting question recently from a viewer on this channel. And before I get into that, I'll remind all of you watching that if you do have a question for me, if you'd like to get in touch, if you have a question that you'd like me to respond to in a future free YouTube video, please leave a comment beneath this video. I'd love to hear from you, and it's always nice to hear new ideas for videos from people like you. So, without any further ado, a viewer named C, or we'll call C, asks, quote, "Hey, my partner has a long past of various relationships, whereas I don't. They've been married, gotten kids, bought a house, everything. Whereas I'm a blank slate in terms of relationships. I feel sad that I'm never going to have the first time experience together when doing things with my partner. They've already done everything with previous partners. How do I get over the sadness of never being able to experience those life milestones with my partner?" End quote. Interesting question from C. Thanks for writing, C, whoever you are. And it's one that I've received many times before. Many retroactive jealousy sufferers are confused, disappointed, saddened by the fact that maybe they don't have a ton of dating experience or relationship experience and their partner does. So many experiences that they're having in their current relationship for the first time, their partner has experienced several times before. Number one, to kind of get us started on the right foot here, as I say endlessly on this channel and elsewhere, you have 0 degree of influence or control over anything that has happened in the past. But the good news is you have 100% degree of control over your perspective on the past, over your perspective on any event in the past. In other words, you get to choose what you believe. You get to define your beliefs. You get to tell yourself a new story about the past. You can choose new perspectives, which is very good news, obviously, for anyone struggling with retroactive jealousy. So I'm going to offer a few perspectives. Take them or leave them. That's fine. This is simply just food for thought. I'm not trying to say you necessarily have to believe everything that I'm saying, just presenting some food for thought. This whole question about not experiencing certain first times with your partner, on one level I get it, but on another level I kind of don't entirely. Or at least I don't entirely relate to this kind of sentiment. Because the way I see it, you are doing things for the first time with your partner together. Because your partner is experiencing certain things for the first time with you. And you are unique. I'm not just trying to placate your ego here. I'm not just trying to give you a pat in the back and say, trying to make you feel better. I'm saying that literally. Your partner is experiencing things for the first time with your company. And that's a big deal. Don't discredit yourself. Don't belittle yourself. Retroactive jealousy sufferers rarely give themselves the credit they deserve. They think that other times or with other people or exes or whatever, like that was so incredible and that was so amazing and that was so wonderful. And now they're kind of bored to be doing that with me, when most of the time that's absolute nonsense. I'm going to use some strange analogies in this video, so please bear with me. But again, I have to come back to just thinking about food. So let's say I've been to a restaurant, 25 years ago. Am I done with restaurants for the rest of my life? If I went to a restaurant in London and I'm in Paris, will I, reject the invitation to go out? Will I say, no, I don't need to go to a restaurant because I was in a restaurant in London 25 years ago, so I get restaurants, I'm good. That's insane, that's ridiculous. I think most of the people watching this would agree, that's insane. Why is it any different in a relationship? Each and every person, each and every time in a period's life, each and every situation is so incredibly unique. So just because your partner has done X before, they haven't done X before with you, and you're unique. You can apply this to just about anything. Like let's say, okay, I saw one movie, I never need to see another movie. I saw Citizen Kane, that's it. I never need to see another film for the rest of my life. I'm good. I already listened to music once. I listened to Elvis, it was great, and that's it. Like I never need to hear any music again. I just need Elvis. That's it, I'm good. There's nothing new out there for me. I saw one painting, I'm good. No paintings for the rest of my life. Art galleries, boring because I saw one painting. I could go on and on and on, but hopefully you get the idea. And I can speak a little bit personally about this issue because, just to get very personal, New York City, right? Big, exciting city, one of the best cities in the world, very exciting place, etc., etc. I have visited, at this point in my life, New York City a few times, and I've gone there at different points in my life with different girlfriends. Guess what? It's been a new city every time I've been there. I've been in a different phase of my life. I've been in a different state of mind. I've been with different people. So the city is completely new to me in many ways every time I go there. It's a different phase of life, different energy, different experiences. It's a new city every time I go there with a new person. Another perspective. I think it's interesting in many parts of the world that we kind of glorify the first time of all these things. You know, the first time getting married and the first time having sex and your first kiss and your first vacation together and your first this and first that and all the rest. And it's interesting because often the first time is nowhere near the best time or the most fun time or the most enjoyable time or the best experience. Just because something or someone technically came first does not necessarily mean that experience was superior. And again, I'll come back to my restaurant, movie, film, art example. This analogy that hopefully many of you are okay with. You know, if I say, okay, well, I went to a restaurant for the first time and that was it. You know, I went to McDonald's when I was 4 years old and nothing's going to top that experience, right? I could go to a 5-star buffet in, you know, wherever, Beirut, Lebanon, and nothing is ever going to top McDonald's, you know, when I was 4 years old. Or, you know, I listened to the Sesame Street soundtrack when I was 6, and that was the first music I ever heard. Nothing will top that. Nothing will be better than Sesame Street. By the way, I love Sesame Street, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying here. First does not necessarily equal best. And I think buying into that notion is rather ludicrous. So these are just examples of some new perspectives you can take on that are hopefully going to help you work through this issue. And again, I understand it, at least in part. But the fact that you're asking the question, the fact that you're open to speaking about this issue publicly, says to me that you're probably ripe for some new perspectives, some new ways of thinking, and hopefully, you know, you found some of this at least somewhat thought-provoking. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching. If you got anything out of this video today, please take a minute to let me know by clicking the like button below. I'll also ask you to please leave a comment telling me your thoughts, and while you're at it, please be sure you are subscribed to my channel to be notified of new videos moving forward. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.